Welcome to Try to Thrive, the podcast where passion meets endurance and every finish line is just the beginning. We're here to inspire, challenge, and share our journey through swim, bike, run, and beyond.
This episode is brought to you by Netbox Labs.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello.
I am sitting here with Dennis to my left.
And I'm sitting here with Chris to my right.
Wow, you look wonderful.
Thank you.
What is happening?
It's my, it's something I wear when I go to the sauna.
So today...
But yours looks much better. I like the style.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
Yeah, it's very cool.
And you always find it.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
You always find it. People find you.
The rope is always be visible. So for those of you who are not looking at us now on YouTube or wherever, you have a video. I'm sitting here with a pink rope.
Pink rope.
Pink panther, I would say.
Do you call that a rope in English?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a rope.
It's a rope. For what is it? Why do we have it on?
Exactly. That brings me to our topic of today. So topic of today is sauna and ice baths, recovery hacks or overrated trend. Dennis, what do you think about that?
It's a very interesting topic. I am a little bit biased, as you know, because I'm someone who goes very regularly to the sauna and is also doing ice baths, or as some people say, cold plunge. I do that at least twice a week, sometimes even 4 or 5 times a week.
Wow.
So
you go crazy.
I love it. But what I really think about that, I will tell you a little bit later, because I can't tell you everything at once, Chris.
Okay. Then let's slowly dive into the topic.
Yeah, I think it would be very good to first of all explain to those listeners that might not have any experience to sauna and ice bath. What is sauna? How does it look like? How do you do it? Chris, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes,
As
sure.
someone from the good old Germany who not invented the sauna culture, but we are very good at sauna culture.
I would say, yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
And I've, back in Germany, I was going every week, Thursday evening to the sauna. It was great. It was super great. So what it is, back to your question. So actually you expose your body to extensive heat over a specific amount of time, which is around 15 up to 20 minutes. I think that's what is a regular time that you would go into a room. Yeah.
Very, very, very often if you go to a sauna. So usually in Germany there are a lot of sauna villages, right?
Yeah, right.
You have these sauna villages. In Poland where we live, there are also some sauna villages, or even gyms have a sauna.
Yeah.
And there you have these small little rooms, huts, where you have very hot temperature.
Yeah,
the walls and everything is by wood.
Yeah.
You have a towel with you, so you don't need a rope inside. You leave the rope outside so that you have something comfy. And that you need to know, in the sauna, you are naked.
Usually.
You are naked.
It depends, as we know now.
We are talking about the proper German way.
Yes, okay, then yes, I agree.
The proper German Finnish way. You are naked in the sauna.
Yeah.
You can have a towel and, try to not show your
best,
your jewelry. so that you can do, but in general, you want to expose your naked skin to the heat. And there are different types of sauna with a lot of humidity or less humidity. We will not get into that now, but the most important thing for you to know is you go to the sauna to expose your body to very high temperature for a certain amount of time. Most of the sauna places where you can go, they recommend something between 10 and 15 minutes. you can be there a little bit longer. And that's how sauna looks like. And usually what saunas also recommend, and also what research and studies recommend, and we talk about it a little bit later, is after that, you should expose yourself to
Cold.
To cold, exactly. To the opposite. So what do you do then? Usually the first step is you go under the shower. And you will shower with cold water. And you expose your body with very cold temperature. And it's kind of like training for your body, for your vascular system, even for your skin, because the I don't know how you call that in English, the
Pores.
Do you say pores also?
They open.
Yeah, the pores. If you are in the sauna, they open because you sweat. And if you don't sweat as much because you're not trained that well, it will start a little bit later. But it will help you in future that your skin does it a little bit better. But then when you expose your body again with cold water, it's not so easy, because the pores, they will have to close again. And you have before in the sauna, you can have 80, 90, even 100, 110 degrees. And then you take a cold shower. And when you do that, the best thing, what I love the most, you go into an ice bath and you do a cold plunge.
How long?
It depends. It depends how long you are able to do it.
Yes.
There's also research that says how long is good, or how long is like really beneficial.
Mm.
I try to be long. I like it. It might not be that beneficial. It's more something for my mind, that I try to be as long as possible. So my record so far is in 4-degree water for a little bit above 12 minutes.
That's insane.
And I started doing it only, I think the first time I did it, which is, here in Poland when I did it, it's like, when was it? 4 or 5 months ago?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think I stayed there for a minute. I think I just went in and out.
I think we started with 30 seconds or something like this.
I'm not even sure
20.
if I had 30 seconds. And really, like, it was the first time I went there, it was awful, because it was even in the summer still, and it was kind of, like, I was in New Zealand, it was hot. I haven't really had winter for over a year, so I wasn't really used to showering cold and everything, and it was super hard. But I continued to go to the sauna after we found this good sauna place in Kraków.
I love it.
Yeah, it just got better. And now the question for you, Chris. What is your experience connected to recovery, to your health in general?
Yeah. So in terms of recovery, I just can take the example from last week where we went together. I was on the bike, I was running on the treadmill, and I usually do not like going into the gym on the treadmill because it's a different movement. I don't feel comfortable, and somehow my calves are, just tensed, stressed, sore, all these kind of things. And I had that couple of days, one after the other, when we went, when I did the training. And then we went for the sauna, and next day it was gone. So it is really, really good when it comes to recovery, for me, at least, for my body. It is relaxing for my mind and for my muscles, for sure. It's also relaxing, releasing, and especially this change between cold and warm, it prevents soreness.
Okay, interesting. I had a similar experience. We really started again going to the sauna like half a year ago, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
And I remember in the past, or before we went to the sauna, I had to go and see a physiotherapist at least every other week. Sometimes I had to go like twice a week or at least once a week. And as Chris said, calves was a topic for me where I had very often, like sore calves. Probably also because I just really started getting back into the training and the load got more and more. But the point I want to make is that as soon as I got back into sauna and cold plunge, ice bath.
Shout out to our sponsor, Netbox Labs. As someone who works in network automation every day, I can tell you, you can't automate what you don't understand. Netbox Labs gives you that clarity. It's a single source of truth for your entire infrastructure. Devices, IP addresses, connection, everything in one single place. Just like we rely on solid training plans, you know exactly what to do each single day. Netbox Labs tells your network what it should look like. And when reality drifts from the plan, you see it instantly. Check it out at netboxlabs.com.
Getting back to the topic, the last time I saw a physiotherapist, I think it's 4 months ago. So more or less when I really started regularly going to the sauna. So that's something I really experienced before. I really had the need all the time. I was like, okay, I have to get an appointment. I have to get an appointment.
Yeah, same for me.
And even when I was traveling, when I was in Germany, and the physiotherapists in Germany usually are a little bit worse than the ones in Poland. I know, at least from my experience, but I still, even though I knew these ones are not so experienced, not so good, I went to see them because I had some muscular issues. And but there is even more to that. Also, very often I sleep much better when I go to the sauna and have this cold plunge as well. That's one positive thing. I really feel that I sleep deeper and that I can very easily go to bed and just sleep and boom.
Yeah, like a stone. That's the same
like
for me.
really and I do not wake up, and during times when I don't go to the sauna, I feel that my sleep is not as good.
Okay.
Or sometimes, not always. Now I have a period where I don't sleep that well, and I don't go as much to the sauna as I would love to. What else are there positive effects from your experience, Chris?
Yeah, for me, sometimes it's also the mental part. We just started talking about that and mentioned that at the beginning. But really, for me, it's the relaxing. And this, I think, for most of the people that go to sauna, they just go because the relaxing factor. And, spending some time, chilling, hanging out, enjoying the time. So this is the other part, right?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's a connected part to health, but also the relaxation.
Yeah, I agree totally. For me, it's also kind of like meditation. Especially when after being in the sauna. In the sauna also very often, if there's also good music, sometimes, I feel like as if I'm in a meditative state. But after that, when I go to the ice bath and do the cold plunge, for me that's like meditating.
Yeah,
really, I'm completely. Everything is shut down. I don't think and nothing. I'm just completely silent. Everything in my mind is quiet.
For me, I mean, I'm not at that state where you are right now going to the ice bath. I just can sustain it for like 1.5 minutes. But I try to keep improving because everything hurts so much. There's one point when my just body, everything hurts.
I understand. That's a good point, because then there's the question, where is the benefit and when does the benefit stop when it comes to the duration? We will talk about that as well, because I was looking up some studies connected to sauna and cold plunge. And my idea is we just go through a few studies now. I was choosing also some studies that perhaps they're not really agreeing to each other, but just to see that there are different outcomes in some studies. So here's this study connected to cold water immersion from Selwood et al. From 2007. It was a randomized controlled trial, ice baths, only ice baths, after... Your mama called, right? Yeah, that's not nice, Chris, that you don't take the call.
Okay.
If your mama is calling, you always have to pick it up, but it's I will tell her what you did.
Okay, that's fine.
Good. So they were doing ice baths after eccentric exercise, so resistance training. And here they wanted to test if there is an improvement in strength or functional recovery. Which is also something you said, that after doing sauna and ice bath, that you feel a quicker and better recovery. Thinking of your calf, for example. And they came to the conclusion that it feels good, they feel more recovered, but actually in the body itself, it doesn't speed real recovery. So there is no evidence that the recovery is better, but from a subjective perspective, they feel better. That's very interesting, and that's why I wanted to put it. Then there is another study from Shao et al. In 2023, and they wanted to check if it has some influence in muscle soreness. And that is very interesting, because if you were talking about your calves, for example, like perhaps that was also muscle soreness.
I think so, yeah.
And they found out that it has short-term reduction in muscle soreness.
What does it mean, short-term reduction?
And I think, because that's very interesting, because short-term reduction, for me, the study before that was some 16 years done before, they were saying that, yeah, you feel better, but the recovery is not better. And here they say that it has a short-term reduction in muscle soreness. So that's, for me, it's more like a feel, because soreness is something you feel, but there is no real like additional performance in recovery. So kind of like a similar outcome like the study before.
Interesting.
We are talking only about cold plunge ice bathing. And then there's another study from 2023, Batista et al. And what was the outcome here? Temperature and duration matter. And we were talking about the duration for a cold plunge. And you were saying that you did like 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I do, at the moment, the longest I did was 12 minutes a few weeks ago. But they say very cold or long protocols doesn't bring any additional benefit. And they even said that it can be counterproductive. So more cold doesn't mean necessarily that it's better. We are talking now about the perspective for recovery.
Right. So that means that if I go shortly after the sauna into the ice bath for like, let's say 3 minutes, that will have more benefits and advantage than staying there for 15 minutes?
I can't for 100% recall if they have this
But something like
in
this.
this study this exact example, but I believe, how I understand it, that my 12 minutes I do don't bring me any additional effect on my recovery compared to your 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Interesting.
So here it would be sensible to check the exact duration. But yeah, I believe that 12 minutes is also kind of long. But yeah, if you meditate, it's actually nice. Okay, but we are talking only about the exposure to cold water for the moment. There's another study from 2024 from Pinheiro, nice name, and they were doing ice baths after strength training. And they found out something very interesting. I was searching for this study quite a while because I was listening to a podcast from the performance coach of Red Bull, Bora Hansgrohe, the cycling team, where some of the best cyclists in the world train. And he said in one of the podcasts that exposure to cold water is good for recovery, yes, but they can also hinder your muscles, especially with protein synthesis. So also if you try to gain muscles or if you try to adapt to a certain training and get better, the cold water after a very, very hard training can be counterproductive. And this study basically said that it reduces muscle hypertrophy. Hypertrophy means that the way your muscle gains when you damage it during training. So ice baths can block your adaptation.
Wow.
So that is something very interesting. To sum it all up, I believe that it's a great competition recovery tool, but it can also be, if you do it too much, especially directly after very, very hard workouts, it could be counterproductive. But then there's also the topic, with whom did they test it? Is it also for a normal person? I love ice bath. So that's my take on it. What do you say, Chris?
So my take on this, it was very interesting to hear this kind of stories, but there is no yes and no, definitively no. Is it good or not? If we talk now really about specific sports, but for me, my takeaway is I still love it. And I will stick to our Sauna Sunday.
Yeah. Sauna Sunday, that's true. But we were talking now about the background of performance.
Right.
So all what I said was thinking about performance. So it can if you really want to gain muscles, it could be something that will make it a little bit harder for you. How much it affects it, I don't know. I just wanted to put it in because to me it was super interesting. I heard it also somewhere else, and I found this study very interesting. But now, getting to the most important part, the sauna, the heat exposure. I also found studies here, which are quite, very interesting. Here's also a study from 2007 from Bloom et al. And they were using sauna for patients that had heart failure to check if it improves their vascular system. And the outcome here was that it improved vascular function and cardiac performance. So heat is something that improves it if you use it, if you expose your body, even if you are already someone who has heart problems. Of course, I'm not a doctor here. I'm not telling everyone here, if you have a heart attack, go to the sauna. You should check with your doctor. But there are studies, and this explicit study says it. which is super interesting
Yeah.
for me. Then there is another study from Laukkanen et al. In 2015. And it was a study that went over 20 years. And they were checking people that were doing 4 to 7 sauna sessions per week. And they found out that the cardiovascular mortality went down if you go 4 to 7 times per week to the sauna. And all-cause mortality also went down. Clear dose-response relationship. That's now what they found out. Then there was also the question, okay, but then if someone who goes to the sauna, he might be someone who lives in general more healthy. I didn't read the entire study, but yeah, something interesting. They found it out. They were researching that for over 20 years, so I can imagine that it can really have positive effects on our lives and on our health long term. Last study, same person, Laukkanen et al. In 2018. What sauna does as well is increased plasma volume of your blood and similar adaptations to endurance training. Means it's like kind of sauna is like cardio training, kind of like it is. It's a stress for your body and it trains you in a certain way. So,
because your heart rate in sauna can raise, of course, depends, from 100 to 150 beats per minute.
Yeah. So connecting the dots, heat versus cold, I love it. And it both has a lot of positive effects. And cold, in case of performance and hindering hypertrophy or muscle protein synthesis, can be negative. But in general, in the case of longevity, I advise it. I love it. I will continue to do it. And
likewise.
Yeah, I think I will put this off soon.
Yeah.
To go to the sauna.
Exactly. Let's pack our stuff and go to the sauna. Thank you, Dennis. It was a wonderful episode. Thanks also for the researchers, because I think it's very often very interesting to see also these differences and also controversial studies that show the opposite.
Yeah.
But at the end, we should listen to our body. I love it as well. Soon there is Sunday again.
Sauna Sunday.
Sauna Sunday. All right. Thank you everyone for listening. Take it easy. And let's go through the sauna.
And go to the sauna.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.